Hey guys, this is a special edition. Alamance County just did a major raise on their taxes. So things are a little bit higher than they were and people are starting to really freak out.
Yeah, so property tax values, you probably got something in the mail if you live in Alamance County the last week or two, just showing that your property values have gone astronomical. I mean, it feels astronomical. So so the tax appraisal is different than the fair market appraisal on a house. Right. Okay, so we are going to evaluate a house that you were thinking about selling, and we're going to give you a number or number range that's different. It's different guidelines than how they assess for taxes. However, they do adjust based on what the market has done in the last little bit of time. Right. Okay, so the reason they went up is because the value of your home has gone up over the last several years. That's been all over the news. Everybody understands that part. But when can they do that? How often can they do that? What does that look like?
Yeah, totally. So they've got a 4-year window and an 8-year window.
Okay.
So 4 years is kind of like, hey, they're keeping a pulse and they may do some adjustments.
Okay.
The 8 is like across the board, everybody's getting an adjustment.
Yeah, so what you're saying is kind of every 4 years they can go up by a set percentage sort of across the board.
That's right.
But then every 8 years they're doing an individual assessment of every single property.
Exactly.
So this would be an across the board kind of raise. So, but it matches the market value of what the home has done. So your house is worth more than it was worth 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
So that's cool. If you ever decided to sell it, that works well for you. But this adjustment that they're making is based on the value has gone up. So they're saying, hey, the house is worth more, we want more taxes.
That's right.
And so if you still have a mortgage on the house, then that would be into your escrow account. So your mortgage payment will change because they're taking a 1/12 of the taxes out every month.
That's right.
Of course, if you don't have a mortgage payment on it, then it's going to be that once a year taxes. But a lot of people have been upset, and justifiably so.
Oh yeah.
We've been telling people, get on an appeal. One person's appeal of a tax is kind of like voting. It's not going to make a difference. But a lot of people appealing a taxes does have more clout. It is going to cause lawmakers to take some notice. So definitely get on an appeal. You can do it very easily on the Alamance County property tax website.
Yep.
But we are starting to do just a lot of CMA. What we call CMA in the industry is really just a value estimate on the house. And that's important because if you're going to be charged taxes, then it's kind of nice to have an expert opinion coming in and saying, hey, here's fair market value. Not necessarily as a tool to fight against the tax department because they're going to tell you that they're different, but to be able to say, hey, is this a good time for us to make an adjustment? Maybe we've lived in the house for a while, and now that we're seeing some of the numbers of what the thing is actually worth,
I want to make some money.
Yeah, first-time home buyers, you're in something that maybe is not working as well for your family anymore. Now's a good time to start thinking about it.
Totally.
And market rates have started to stabilize, so we don't have this kind of crazy inflation stuff going on as much as we did.
That's right.
So I would just encourage you, just in this kind of special market, we'll keep it short, but if you're interested in knowing the current fair market value of your house, reach out to us.
Yeah.
All of our contact information is going to be in below. You can find us all over the web.
That's right.
But understand that this does happen. Every 4 to 8 years, it happens. We all hate taxes, but
it's part of life.
It's part of life, unfortunately. So, that's all. We just wanted to give you a quick update, kind of reassure you that you're not the only one, and let you know that we'd be glad to help you with any kind of value assessment on the fair market value.
That's right.
And so, do you have anything else that you want to throw in?
Actually, one last thing. We're going to put a description in the below. It's going to be on our website. It's a property evaluation. Now, it's instant, and it's going to be just to give you a pulse. It's not to be exact. We can give you a printed out copy that actually is us pulling comps.
Yeah.
But with this, this would kind of give you an idea of like, hey, here's, kind of where we sit at, more of a variance, if that makes sense.
So it's going to give a range.
Yes.
And it's a really great tool to use as a first step. And we typically will have somebody, they'll get on and they'll enter their information into the website, they'll get that initial valuation report, and then we'll follow up, give you a phone call, shoot you a text, email, and just say, hey, we just want to make sure that we're confirming the right information. Let us dig a little bit deeper into it and get you a more specific number. But it's a good kind of range, and folks can do it real quickly and easily on your own time. So.
Yeah, the cool thing is in the report, it'll actually give you some of the houses that have sold, so you kind of get an idea of like, all right, this is where they're pulling the info from.
Yeah.
And it's going to pull it from all of the MLSs that we actually are part of, which is the 3. You got Triad, Burlington, and then Triad. triangle.
Yep, which actually is some big news. Some of those are going to be merging in the
Yes.
future. That's really more of a realtor thing, but ultimately it's going to give you values all across the triangle and triad. So no matter where you're located, you can get on the website. Again, the link is in the description below, and that way you can get kind of an initial pulse on what you think your house is worth. So.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Go ahead and like this. Share it with somebody who's in Alamance County that needs.
Maybe freaking out.
That's right. So that they can get a little bit of peace of mind. But like you said, subscribe to the channel, share this with somebody who may need it, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Sounds good.